figured out a deck that breaks the format. And I know you all are thinking, oh my god, you say this like every time. I'm serious. I mean it. I mean, I'm so excited. Like, you don't even know. Okay, here it goes. Wait for it. BOROS Bushwhacker. Alright. And I know you're thinking, what the fuck is that deck fucking sucks. But no. Oh no. Like, I pop my collar. Like, in commemoration. In celebration. I feel so liberated. BOROS Bushwhacker is such a good build. And if you don't know what BOROS Bushwhacker is, then let me explain it to you. BOROS was a guild from Ravnica, which was an amazing set, don't get me wrong, because I only play with it in, like, EDH and stuff, but, like, I've played with enough of it to know that it's amazing. And I really appreciate, like, the color combos, but BOROS was a red-white combo guild that really played off the idea of, like, life gain and burn spells at the same time, sort of. I don't know, it was a lot of, like, you have double strike, you have lifelink, you have this, you have that, the creatures were red, white, etc., and so forth. And, the deck build right now, I went spacey for a second, don't mind me. The deck build right now is really simple. You have 2 BOROS Bushwhackers, 4 Rangers of Eos, 4 Steplinkses, 4 plated GOPs, you have you run 12 fetch lands, you want Scalding Tarns, Arid Mesas, and holy shit, Marsh Flats. You want 4 of those, right? Okay. So you have 4, 4, and 4. Then you want to run 4 basic plains, 4 basic mountains, and then you want to run 3 teetering peaks. That's your land base, okay? Anyway, you run 4 Path to Exiles, you run 1 solo Elspeth, 1 solo Earthquake, 2 Elite Vanguards, okay? And, let's see, 3 Burst Lightnings, I want to say 4 Lightning Bolts, and, did I say 4 Path to Exiles? I don't even remember, it doesn't matter though. Now you know. Anyway, so, the build is that simple. Your sideboard, you want 2 Ajani Vengeance, 2 Baneslayers, 3 Mana Barbs. Let's see, you want, oh my god, fuck else, oh my god, I'm dying. Anyway, whatever, put stuff in the sideboard, okay? 15 cards, remember, 15 cards or no cards. That's how big sideboards are in standards, so just keep up with me. Anyway, okay, so, the idea of the deck is very simple. Turn 1, Steplinks. Turn 2, okay, fetch land, crack fetch land, bring in another land. So you have 2 land triggers for your Steplinks. Then you play plated GOP, or you play Goblin Guides. Oh my god, there are 4 Goblin Guides in the deck too. Anyway, but you play one of those, and the whole idea is you crack your fetch lands to make your landfall guys bigger, and the bigger they get, the better. Don't be afraid of Path to Exile or anything like that, because if you have more than 2 landfall guys out at any given time, it's just going to trigger for both, and that's amazing. So, anyway, by turn 4 you should have out a Ranger of Eos. The Ranger of Eos is there to get you your Bushwhacker, Goblin Bushwhacker, and your Elite Vanguard, right? Because your Elite Vanguard's a 2-1 for 1. So, at this point in time, you will have out at least the Ranger of Eos, and then you have in your hand your Goblin Bushwhacker and your Elite Vanguard. Now, you can play those both on the same turn, because you'll have at least 2 red and you'll have the 1 white, so you can kick the Bushwhacker, which gives all your creatures +1/+0 on haste, right? And then swing a whole mess of damage, and then lightning bolt them to the face or something. And the removal in it is pretty solid. I mean, 4 Path to Exiles is good, and then you have your 4 lightning bolts, which is also good. And I know everyone's, like, super worried about, what's his name? Persecutor. The one that just came out in Worldwake. Holy fuck. I'm so bad at this. But don't be. There's no reason to be, because honestly, he's a 6'6" for 4 with flying and trample, which is scary, which is bad. Everybody's like, oh god, you path him, okay? Unless they do something jinky, like give him to you, because there are decks out there that will give you things now that Bizarre Trader is out. And Bizarre Trader, by the way, that's like my favorite art on a card ever. Like, I've never seen a more adorable creature in my life. I want to own him. I want to hold him, and I want to own him. Anyway, enough about my love for the Bizarre Trader. Anyway, so Boros Bushwhacker is my deck pick right now. Otherwise, I'll move on from Magic Talk for a second. They're redoing the whole Spider-Man franchise. I just heard this, and I think I'm excited, because I think Tobey Maguire's a pussy bitch. And don't get me wrong, I mean, I love Spider-Man, I do, but I hate Tobey Maguire as Spider-Man as much as I hate Jake Gyllenhaal as the Prince of Persia. I'll go see it, I'll give it a chance. I'm not gonna hate him without actually seeing it, but I mean, it's Jake Gyllenhaal. Does he look Persian to you? I didn't think so. Just because you give a guy some scruff and a tan does not make him the Prince of Persia. I mean, I'm just saying, I know some homeless people who look more Persian than he does, and they have better beards. So, moving on. Wolfman, or the Wolfman, whatever. It's coming out, and we can all be excited about that. Let's see, I'm running out of time because this thing always cuts me off. I started a Facebook fan group for all of you to talk to me and ask me random questions, because I know you guys want to do that, and I try and keep up with YouTube, but I figure I'm on Facebook at least 150 times more than I'm on YouTube, as you can tell by the lapse in, responses. If I don't get back to you, it's not because I can't get back to you, it's because I went from having 4 subscribers to 61. And as much as I'd love to say, hey, that's awesome, I have every idea in the world why I have so many subscribers, it's actually why do 61 people listen to me? Because, I don't know. Anyway, but Boros Bushwhacker has worked for me. Other decks I would suggest right now, because of Worldwake, would be Jund. The original Jund build, all you have to do is throw in your Raging Ravines, because they pretty much make the deck very much so solid again. Not like it wasn't. Mono black vampires. What can I say? I thought vampires were gonna die out. I don't know how. I mean, I knew better. Deep down, I was like, no, they're not gonna die out, because vampires are a tribe in this set, and as we know, as Lorwyn was a huge example for, tribes work really well. They work well with the cards that are made for them. Fairies worked well, merfolk worked well, Kithkin worked really well, and then you had, now you have vampires. So, mono black vampires. And, allies. Look into allies. I'm talking blue-white. I'm talking Naya colors of green, white, red. I'm talking, any combination, really, you want to make with the good allies. Just don't make the mistake of throwing in the bad allies, the Bajuka Brigade, or Brigand, or whatever. He's not good. Don't throw him in a deck. What else is not good that you don't... I'm kind of iffy about the hasty one that says, when it comes into play, all allies you control get +1/+0 in haste. It seems really good. It seems like, oh my god, all my allies have haste, but if you're playing it, you're gonna trigger more allies regardless, so you can do that with any allies. Join the ranks, awesome. Best card in the format right now, in my opinion, if you're playing allies, because you can play any color deck and splash the white with any of the man lands, and boom, allies. I'm surprised